to another video from HSTV, and in today's video, as you can see by the video title, I'm going to be taking you along with me on my very first night shift as a medical student. So if you're new to the channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Heen Shamaz. I'm a fifth year medical student here at the University of Edinburgh, and currently I am on my Obstetrics and Gynaecology block here at the Royal Infirmary of Edinburgh. And this is my very first night shift. In fact, there's a few reasons why I'm a bit apprehensive about this. I'm excited, but also apprehensive, because I've never actually pulled an all-nighter. Like, I've never stayed up all night, ever. I'm one of those people who gets to bed, but pretty early. The latest I'll stay up is like midnight. But really, I've never been able to stay up all night. So that's reason one. This is going to be very interesting. Thing two. I don't drink caffeine. I actually don't like the taste of tea or coffee, and I don't like the way caffeine makes me feel. I don't think it actually gets rid of my tiredness, it just makes me like jittery from the inside. So my night shift officially begins at 8 p.m. and as you can see, the time right now is 5 p.m. That means that I'll probably leave my house at around 7 p.m-ish, just because it does take me a while to drive to the hospital, and then it will last until 8:30 a.m. in the morning. So we shall see how this goes. Plan for right now is to see if I can actually get some rest. So hopefully I can fall asleep and take a quick nap. I think that will help me a lot. But yeah, I don't really sleep during the day, so let's see.
2 hours later.
Alright, so as per schedule, the time right now is 7:02. That means we're on time to get to the hospital. The weather is not looking great, very windy and a bit rainy as well, but it doesn't matter because alhamdulillah I have a car and I can just safely make my way to the hospital and back in the morning, hopefully, if I'm not too tired. So yeah, let's begin the night shift and see what happens. So, changed into my scrubs, got all my equipment, and the time is pretty much just 7:45. So we're actually 15 minutes early, which is brilliant because it means I'm not in a rush, I'm not out of breath running about. So the interesting thing is the Chancellor's building, which is a medical school building, is absolutely empty. I've not seen the Chancellor's building like this. There's literally nobody around, which is very interesting to see. It's very empty, so that is one big change that I see. But yeah, oh yeah, they also have their Christmas decorations up now, so you can see that. Anyways, yeah, so that cafe is obviously closed, and yeah, you can pretty much see Chancellor's building is empty. Now I need to get to the Obstetrics and Gynaecology department, which at the Royal Infirmary is called the Simpsons building, and basically I need to get to the handover. So the midwife handover is at 8 and then the medical handover is at 8:30. So obviously they want us to be here for 8. And once that handover is complete, the night team basically take over and they will be there until 8:30 in the morning. So I don't really have a specific place that I need to be, but I think I'll be split between labour ward, triage, or the obs and gynae wards. So we'll see if we can get to see maybe some emergency C-sections, or we'll just see what's going on. I guess that's the thing about medicine, it's so unpredictable, you never really know what you might see. So we'll see if we get some downtime as well. Somewhere I do have food, I'm going to show you the food, obviously courtesy of my mother once again, but I do have plenty of food which I am going to show you, because I think this is quite an important part of surviving a night shift. I've had some friends who said they didn't bring enough food, so I have made sure that I have enough food. Anyways, let's just go and see what's happening, and I will try to keep you guys as updated as possible.
Midnight.
Alright guys, so the time now is 20 past midnight. So I've just come to the medical school common room, which by the way is extremely empty, as you might imagine. This place is always so busy. I've just come down to eat, and I think so far it's been actually quite a busy shift. The night always seems to bring problems with it, you know, just as a general rule. I always think, you know, when we get to the morning ward rounds, and I've been on a lot of ward rounds, a lot of the issues are like, oh, this was happening last night, but it's now resolved. So a lot of these problems seem to happen at night, unfortunately, and that does mean that the shift is busy. So I've been in a mixture of places. I've been in triage, which is basically an obstetrics A&D. That's the best way to explain it. So seen a few patients there. I have also been on labour ward, and yeah, a little bit of gynae ward as well. So it's been a good mixture of things, and I think with obstetrics and gynaecology, even though this is not the field that I'm specifically interested in, what I do like about it is that there's a good mixture of medical and surgical experience to be gained, in that they kind of quickly go for emergency C-sections, and they do kind of more invasive procedures as well as the medical side of things. So I think it's a cool specialty, it's amazing, and you know, let's just take a moment to salute all our mothers out there who've been through the process of childbirth, because it is incredibly challenging. And yeah, I think it definitely makes you more grateful for where you are, and it gives you a greater sense of gratitude for your parents. So that is that. Now, let me show you what I have to eat. So I have quite a feast actually. So I think that this is some dal, this is some rice. I've got chicken wings, it looks like. Yes, I've got chicken wings, and I've got salad. So what more could I really ask for? So thank you very much, Mama G, as per usual. Absolutely hooking me up with the best stuff. I do have more food in here. What else do I have? I have a yogurt. Good, I like apricot yogurt. I also have a juice. Now, I'm trying to stay off the sugar as much as possible, but anyways, we'll see how we go. I have got an orange. And this is like one of my favorite ever things. This is like a flapjack. So, you know, if you know me, you'll know I have a very sweet tooth. So that is the food I have for the night. Also water, which I need to drink more of, but the problem is I've not been based in like one place. So my water bottle has just been lying there. So I need to fuel up a bit, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in a little bit. I guess for those of you wondering, I didn't actually have dinner today. So I'm actually probably having a midnight feast. Yeah, I don't think I could eat this if I'd had dinner like at 6 p.m. or whatever. So I should have had dinner, but I had a late lunch. So my routine was all over the place. And I guess there's something you have to consider with night shifts. Like, your routine is not only going to be messed up for one day, it's going to be messed up for like the day before and the day after as well. So yeah, but the main thing for all the medical students out here is to make sure you eat on your night shift. Don't skip eating just because it's not the daytime. Right, that is me eaten and all done. Now what I want to do is put this stuff back in my locker, and there's one thing that I'm slightly afraid of now that I've eaten, and that is the kind of 2 a.m. slump, which if you haven't already heard, is basically when everybody starts feeling really tired and sleepy around 2 a.m. And now that I've eaten, and especially carbs, I feel like my insulin's gonna spike and I'm probably gonna feel more tired. Because like at the moment, honestly, won't lie to you, tiredness level, we're doing pretty good, right? There's a part of my head that does feel a little bit heavy and tired at times, but honestly I think because it is the first night shift, I'm mostly up on adrenaline and I'm doing okay. And because I hadn't eaten, I wasn't getting that kind of slump feeling. But now that I have eaten, I'm gonna see how I get on.
3:28 a.m.
Okay guys, latest update for you now is the time is 3:30 in the morning, and yeah, I would like to go to bed, but also I don't feel like terrible, like I'm surprisingly okay, so that's a good thing, I guess. I thought I'd just come and chat to you guys a bit about how useful it is, like I thought I would chat to you a bit about how useful it is being bilingual in the hospital. So for me, I can speak Urdu, and that really comes in clutch actually, especially in the obstetrics and gynaecology department, because we get a lot of patients who are from like Southeast Asia, either like Pakistani, Indian or Bangladeshi, and as you may know, like all these countries can kind of speak Urdu or Hindi or Punjabi, and you can get away with one of them. And so it is really useful because you kind of gain this automatic rapport with a patient just by speaking in their language, because it can be such a scary time being in hospital and then not to actually be able to communicate properly is really frightening. And yes, we have interpreters, but I think it's always nicer coming from somebody in person rather than an interpreter on the phone. So that's that. So I just had a patient who was a bit distressed, but I was able to calm them a bit just by speaking Urdu and kind of having that relatability factor. The other thing that I thought was quite interesting for you guys to know about is when you get to like 5th year of medical school, it's a lot more about like, okay, what would you do? What would your management be? So I can like go and take histories from patients and do examinations and then come back, feedback to the doctor, and we have a discussion about what could be going on, what would be the appropriate management steps, and then I can like type up the notes and things. So these are just some of the things that I can do to get involved. I'm just waiting on someone to finish feeding and I have to go and take their bloods. So there's that. So really, like all the tasks that you do in the morning pretty much happen at night time as well, but everybody is like slightly sleep deprived and tired. So yeah.
Later.
Right guys, so tried to put my feet up a little bit. So I'm actually sitting in one of these kind of booths. These booths are kind of dotted around reception area for staff to actually just come and chill out. They're actually quite noise cancelling. It's weird. I don't know what this is, but some sort of noise cancelling material. But I thought I'd kind of rest a little bit, and I still find it weird that I'm like able to film around here, because normally this would be really crowded. But yeah, goes to show even the hospital sort of sleeps at night. And while I'm just sitting here, I'm actually munching on my little bit of flapjack that I have left, because that's what I'm treating myself to. So I believe we've gotten to that part of the night where not very much is happening. So time right now is about 4 a.m. Still got about 4.5 hours to go, but I think so far it's actually gone quite quickly. I'm just going back down to triage just to see if there's anything else happening. I think that's my favourite part. A bit more fast paced. I actually get to take some histories and do some stuff, so let's go.
little later.
And you can probably tell by my hair, it's now 5:10. So yeah, I am tired. I would like a bed. But actually what I thought I'd do is pray my tahajjud prayer, and there's only about an hour and a half or so to go until the Fajr prayer. And I think, you know, it's important for me to sort of take advantage of the fact that I am awake, and there wasn't much going on in the ward, so I thought I would take that opportunity to have a break, pray and refresh myself up a bit before we do the last little leg of the night shift. This radiator is nice and warm, and if I don't have something to do, I will fall asleep. So yeah. Alright everyone, the time now is 7 AM, so I should say good morning. We have made it through the night. The shift is almost over. I've just come to pray my Fajr prayer. The prayer room is thankfully open now, so it actually said the timing, so it's 6 AM to 7:30 PM Monday to Friday, and it's actually closed on a Saturday and Sunday, which doesn't make sense to me because we still have to pray on a Saturday and a Sunday. Anyways, alhamdulillah, we now have a proper space, so let's pray Fajr and then get back to the ward for the last little bit of the shift.
One shift later.
Right, there you have it folks. The best way to end your night shift is with good old milk. Not coffee, not tea. I have shown to you guys it's possible to do a night shift without caffeine. So to all of my haters out there who said to me, wait till you do the night shifts and then you'll be hooked on caffeine, I will stick to milk. All jokes aside, it has been an interesting experience. I think when you're actually inside the hospital, you sort of lose track of time a little bit, especially if you're busy, and the night was certainly busy on the ward. There was not really many moments of rest. I think maybe after about 4 or 5 AM things started to cool down a bit, but to be honest, before then it was pretty busy. This is the best combination ever. A pan of chocolate with milk. Before I completely lose my head, I'm going to end the video here, and I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments your top tips for a night shift, because for me this was my only one that I have to do. If I had to do like multiple, I think I would be struggling, but for the experience, I think it went pretty well, and I hope that you enjoyed coming along with me. So yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye.